Well, it's Real Estate Thursday, and today we're talking all about investing in multi-unit apartment buildings. So if this is something you've been thinking about, now's the time to listen. Nick Marcoux, real estate broker, joins us. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for being here. So, everyone asks, how's the market? Is this really a good time to make this kind of investment?
I would say, judging with what's going on in Toronto and in Vancouver, the way prices are just keep going up, I would say it's definitely a good time. I think it's always a good time to invest in real estate. We just have to be very savvy and very careful because it is a significant investment and we got to know what we're getting into. So
yeah, I was going to say, because buying a house is one thing and then dealing with a multi-unit apartment building is another. So what is considered, in your opinion, a good return or a good investment? The
way I always like to look at it is if I invest my money in the bank and they give me, X% in interest, 3, 4, 5 or whatever it is we can get, I always tell myself that we want to beat that. So if we're going into investing in apartment buildings or real estate or revenue property or anything, we want to make sure that the return is greater because there is a lot of work involved in it. It's not just parking your money and making a fortune. It's actually tough, and it's a hard job to do.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, it's like taking on another job because there's the maintenance and everything associated with it as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so how much money, like upfront, do you need for this kind of investment? Because it could seem impossible maybe for some people.
Yeah, as a general rule, I would say it's about 20 to 25% as a cash down of the sale price. So 20-25% of the sale price, depending on what kind of property you want to get into. But and it's always important to have a little bit of an emergency fund.
Nick, sorry, 3.2 million? Is this an actual listing?
That is a listing. It's on Prince Arthur, so it's plateau. The area is a little bit more expensive. So
okay, and obviously, whoa, 5.2.
Yeah, well, that's a 51 unit. So you're looking at hopefully getting some kind of good return when investing into something.
Okay,
like that.
So what should people be looking for exactly when making this kind of investment? Because you're talking, number of units. So what are the things that we should be taking into account?
I think the most important thing is to really run the numbers properly to make sure that the money we're investing, we're going to see a return, and we don't want to end up in the negative or losing money or whatnot. So the most important thing is to always make sure we have all the numbers. A lot of the time when people look online, the listings tend to be incomplete. There's a lot of expenses missing. So in order to get a really good idea of what's going on, it's important to really be thorough, talk to the agents or the brokers and get the real picture, and also really do a good inspection. It's so important because a lot of the times actually, almost always, things tend to get more expensive than we think they're going to be. So it's important to do a good inspection, have good financing, have a good broker to work with you so he can consult you into getting into something like this.
Yeah, because we've spoken about this before, Nick, that it's important to find a broker who has dealt with these kind of properties before. We discussed I think commercial property once before. So it's important that they, like you said, that they've dealt with this before and they can actually mentor you and guide you.
Exactly. It's very, very important. Even someone who has on their own some of this kind of property and can really guide you into getting into something like this, because it's not just invest, park your money and make money. It's far from it. So
like you said, it's a side job, basically.
It's a job, definitely a job.
You become a landlord and you got to take care of things.
Exactly.
Well, very interesting. Okay, thank you so much. And Nick, of course, you can always contact Nick for more of professional advice if this is something you are interested in. Thank you so much.